Okay, so it's been another week. Today is June 27th, 2017. And where am I this week? Well, this week I did a lot of different stuff. I did a lot of job hunting, and I really started making progress when I really embraced my bitterness and frustration at the whole convoluted, messed up catch-22 situation I find myself caught in. So instead of keeping a list of jobs I was applying for, I started keeping a list of every job I looked at, like in detail, because of course I scroll past a lot of senior engineering positions, probably hundreds of them. But if I click on something and it sounds like I could possibly do it, and then it turns out I can't, well, that's very frustrating to spend, 3, 4, 5 minutes reading a job description only to find out that no, I really wouldn't be able to do this by any stretch of the imagination. Like, 10 years of experience or a PE license, or you find out it's something you don't really know enough about, like really advanced electrical engineering. I could do some basic stuff, especially if it's electromechanical, because that's something I've studied. But like pure electrical and fancy circuits, that I'm not quite as confident in. Like, I might be able to grow into it, but I wouldn't want to start there. So anyway, that's kind of where I am there. I've not heard back from graduate school, although not with a final decision. I heard back that they got my scores and that they needed my transcripts. I'm like, I thought I already sent those in, but I'll send them in again. So I spent $15 sending those in. Everything is so very expensive. But I'm doing my best to try to do something, make some kind of progress. If nothing else, maybe I'll be able to get into graduate school. I'm also looking for work because I desperately need to get some money from somewhere. So I've been trying to get a stopgap job. I've even applied at the local convenience stores, and I haven't heard anything, and I was even out in town today, so if I had gotten a phone call, I should have been able to receive it. So I'm not optimistic that I'm going to find any of those jobs, but I'm still looking. I've got a couple of places I can still contact that I'm going to contact this week. I'm also going to an open house. I'm going to reapply at some places that I applied to before, and at the time they decided I wasn't what they were looking for. But maybe this year I'll be what they're looking for, or they'll be more desperate. One of the two. This was also the week where I edited Lucky's video, where that was my kitten that passed away, and that was probably why I put off making my videos for so long, because that was still difficult, which part of me thinks is ridiculous, because I only had my kitten for a couple of hours, but I really did care about her. I got attached to her very quickly. But, that's just how life went. And so to help me kind of pick myself up, I think I mentioned that Amy bought me some cards in one of my videos. So this past weekend I saw that there was a free Magic tournament, and I said, well, free, I can afford that. So I went down and I played in a free Magic tournament where the prizes were like non-existent, but I didn't expect to win because I really didn't have a good deck to play with. I just had a legal deck to play with. So I just took whatever I had and threw it into the best deck I thought I could make. It ended up being a red-white monstrosity. I wrote a note about it on Facebook. But it was things like, I had Fling in my deck. It lets you kill your own creatures to do a minimal amount of damage. It's like a terrible damage card. But when you don't have anything else, that's what you play. So I was playing that really janky deck, and even with that awful, limited quality deck in a constructed tournament where my opponents had real decks and were playing seriously, I still posted a 1-2 record. So I won a match, and then I lost the next two. But my losses were they weren't 2-0. I won one game of them. So I made my opponents earn their victories. They didn't just roll over me. And so that made me feel a little bit better. Looking forward, I need a job. So I'm starting to scrape the bottom of the barrel and contact whomever I can for whatever I can, because I really need a job like real soon now. My tutoring is going to end in the next couple of weeks, and then I'll have no income coming in. So I can't do nothing. Gotta get some money coming in from somewhere, so we're gonna have to start really throwing out those applications. But that's where I am, and at least right now, since I did have such a good time playing Magic, and then I went out for board games tonight, my mental health is a lot better, and so I'm gonna stay on it.